Reboots and sequels are the machines that drive our current pop culture. As the Masters of the Universe Classics line draws to a close and GI Joe celebrates the 2nd anniversary of their 50th anniversary, it's time to consider what other action figure lines from the 70s, 80s, and 90s are due for modern reboots. Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is the Top 10 Toy Lines Ready for Reboot. Number 10 is LJN'S official Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. Featuring a bunch of archetypal D&D characters and monsters that had absolutely nothing to do with the popular Saturday morning cartoon of the same name, the line struggled to find its market in 1983. Factor in the negative impact of having Lord Satan himself as the head of your PR team, and it's a miracle the line lasted as long as it did. There's a new movie in the works at Warner Brothers, and since Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast and Wizards of the Coast owns D&D, a Marvel Legends-style figure line accompanying that film is not out of the realm of possibility. I will sell my soul for a modern 6-inch War Duke, if that'll help get the deal done. Number 9 is Dino Riders. Kids love dinosaurs and dinosaurs love war. Thanks to Jurassic Park, dinosaurs are more popular than they've ever been, and war never goes out of style. You want to make a toy line for boys? Yeah, I do. Can we make it about war? Duh! Our understanding of dinosaurs has come a long way since 1988. A modern Dino Riders line would be more scientifically accurate and have spring-loaded missiles that fire deeper into your eyeballs than any toy line in history. Number 8 is Crystar. From their home world of Crystallium, Crystar and the Crystal Warriors fight against Crystar's own brother, Moltar, and his Magma Men. To be clear, his name was Crystar before he was turned into Crystal, and his brother's name was Moltar before he was turned into a Lava Man. Lacking an animated tie-in, Crystar depended on the Marvel comic book series to teach kids the mythology, but that wasn't enough as the line only featured 7 figures and an assortment of vehicles and playsets. That said, no one has a hold on the translucent figure market right now. Crystar is a line that enough people still remember that still has some value in it to make a play for those sweet, sweet see-through dollars. Number 7 is Visionaries. In 1987, Hasbro produced a line of 4.5-inch figures with holograms as the core gimmick. While they were a larger scale than GI Joe, they utilized the same 12-year-old approved articulation with swivel biceps, ball and socket neck, and an O-ring waist. A modern line would ideally be 3 3/4 inches to match up with modern GI Joe style figures, and just like translucent plastic, no one's doing holograms right now. Number 6 is Sectaurs. Another line with a comic book but no cartoon, Sectaurs was part of the deluge of original toy properties that were all over the mid-80s. You might think that it was the insect theme that made this line unique, but what really set it apart was puppet integration. Yeah, kids like bugs and war, but a hand-operated giant spider for figures to ride was a paradigm shift. At 6.5 inches, they were ahead of their time in terms of scale and would update perfectly into the modern toy market. Heck, Marvel's Ant-Man movie tie-in line has a bug-riding toy, and Marvel Legends figures fit perfectly on the old Sectaurs puppets, so consider the market research done. And maybe this time, don't skip the elbows. Number 5 is C.O.P.S. The Central Organization of Police Specialists was put to work against Big Boss and his minions. For a line of toys produced by Hasbro with a supporting cartoon, it's amazing how many collectors just don't give a crap about this line. But cops and crooks with cybernetic abilities and borderline superpowers is a recipe for success. Already a 6-inch line owned by Hasbro, it's only a matter of time before this series finds its way back. You can't sit on a character name like Buttons McBoom forever. Number 4 is Silverhawks, half-human, half-chrome, winged space superheroes that shoot lasers out of their shoulders. This stuff sells itself. I'm convinced that the cost of production of vac metallized plastic is too high since we really don't see many figures using it anymore. Silverhawks could use the same shiny metallic plastic treatments that we see in a lot of Iron Man figures, but hold up better to wear and tear of shelf display. With Thundercats moving up to take the place of Masters of the Universe Classics, can Silverhawks be far behind? Number 3 is Battle Beasts. I know what you're thinking. Dan, Minimates just did a reboot of Battle Beasts in 2013 and 2014. There was a comic book and everything. That's true, and I have to assume they sold well enough to justify a second wave, but the charm of the original line never quite translated. The original figures were 2 points of articulation, which was plenty for what they were. Fun, pocket-sized, cartoony animal warriors in tiny little mech armor suits with a weapon. So simple, so adorable that it's easy to get it wrong. The real fun of the line was the rub symbol-based rock, paper, scissors faction associations and collecting all the characters. It was Pokemon before Pokemon. Time to try again, and this time, keep it super deformed. Number 2 is Centurions. At 7 inches tall, even as a kid I thought, these figures are too big. They're just too big. I can only assume the scale choice was made to accommodate the modular weapon attachments, but this is something that modern technology can absolutely improve on. Either at 6 inches or 3 3/4, modularity is a key selling tool right now. With superhero mashers on the kids side and Marauder Task Force on the adult collector side, being able to customize and swap gear is in demand, and Centurions are perfectly placed to do it again. And at number 1 is M.A.S.K. Hasbro flirted with a comeback during the 25th anniversary run of GI Joe, sliding M.A.S.K. founder Matt Tracker onto the Joe team as a specialist and name-dropped Venom right on his file card. Despite overwhelming fan response from me, Hasbro limited the M.A.S.K. inclusion to just the single figure. It's been 30 years since the line debuted, but as recently as July of 2015, Hasbro was pushing papers around teasing the potential for a full reboot. Until I have a new Thunderhawk in my hands, M.A.S.K. is the #1 line ready for reboot. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know in the comments below what you want to see rebooted. Just take it easy with the Barnyard Commandos and Food Fighters. It's not happening.